Hi, Maya. How are you today?
Hi, I'm doing great. Thank you for having me. I'm so
Yeah.
excited.
Thank you so much for coming on. I know we've been meaning to do this for a little while now, and I'm glad we
Yes,
were finally able to
yes.
to make it happen.
Yay!
So for those of you who don't know, Maya Papaya, I think I found you on Instagram, but also Facebook, the ladies group.
Yes.
Are you part of that ladies group? Yeah. I think you're absolutely amazing. Not only are you a kick-ass rider, you do some amazing work with wrapping bikes, right?
Yes.
I'm
Yeah,
getting a new mountain bike in a few months, and I wish I could just bring you over here to wrap my bike for me.
that would be lovely. You can ship
So
it.
tell me. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know. I'll ship
I
you
know,
over
I know.
here. We can hang. Do
Okay,
that
I'm
cool
I'm I'm
stuff.
down with that. I'm down with that.
So tell us a little bit. How did you get into doing like bike wraps? What's your
Ooh,
background there?
actually, car wraps. I started doing it
Really?
that same thing on cars, and
Yeah.
from there I started 2020 happened and I started riding and I developed a love, a passion for riding mountain bikes.
Yeah.
So I didn't back then I didn't really knew that you could actually do the same things you do on cars on bikes. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh my god, that got me so excited because I love it. Like what's what's the oh my god, I love it. Like that was the best thing that actually came to my mind. Like why I don't ride bikes. Like people paint them,
Yeah.
yeah, but the best thing like you can do right now, like you can if you want to preserve a bike, as it is, and but you just want to change the color, just wrap it, and you will be protected. It's a win-win situation. So I
Yeah.
saw all that, and I'm like, I digged into it, and I started doing paint protection film first,
Yep.
which is the
Yep.
the clear film. Then
I
I
have that on my
transitioned.
car.
It does the job. Like people think, oh, it's so thin. No, it's not. Like I mean, if you're gonna get in a crash, well, come on, that's a little bit common
Yeah.
sense. But
Yeah.
if you just scrape it, you can just replace the piece, and the car is like new. The same
Yeah.
thing with the bike. Like,
Yeah.
like I said, I started doing it on bikes, and then I transitioned to the color vinyl, which opened, oh my god, a world of possibilities.
So explain to us a little bit because I don't know. But so what's the difference between so you did PPF, which is like the clear coating, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then what is the vinyl that you're talking about?
It's a color vinyl, pretty much a color vinyl.
Oh,
Literally,
nice.
literally any color you can think of, or
Mm-hmm.
color shift, or color combination, you can actually do it. Which is that. Also,
That's pretty cool.
you can do print like that.
What?
Yeah, I did the top tube on a gravel bike with this, and came out pretty good. Um, but yeah, the possibilities are literally endless.
That's so amazing. So and it
Yeah.
protects your bike and it looks cool.
Yep. The
And
good
you know what?
thing, the good thing about this specific when you get it printed is that it comes laminated. So laminated offers
Oh.
10-year warranty. So
What?
yes, yes. That means it will. I mean, obviously, if you don't scratch it or I don't know, crash or something, but
Yeah.
the vinyl itself will last until 10 years, pretty much.
That's amazing. So, I mean,
Yeah,
it's an investment to wrap your bike, I think, because
yeah,
I mean, it's a mountain bike. It's going to get scratched.
yeah,
It's going to
yeah,
get pummeled. But
yeah,
the fact that you can preserve it for that long, that's really
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
I need
And
to properly wrap my bike now.
mountain bikes are not cheap. Like even the
No.
$1,000 ones, right now, like people say, oh, $1,000 is the cheap one. Come on, a person that is in entering, this world,
The sport, yeah.
$1,000 is a lot of money to
I
put
mean,
on a
a
bike.
thousand dollars is a lot of money no matter what. And when you're
Exactly.
thinking about spending that on a mountain bike, people are usually like,
Yeah.
"What?
I
On a
I was
bike?"
I was one. I was one.
So
And the funny part is that I ended up right now spending $14,000 on a bike.
holy, but okay, we're
So
gonna have to
so
start from when you
I
first got it. That's crazy, Maya.
I strangle myself every morning, but it's so worth it. It's so pretty.
So we're going to talk about your bike a little later. We're going to do a quick and dirty bike check of your Pivot, which is beautiful.
Yeah,
I've seen photos of your
thank
bike. It's
you.
absolutely beautiful.
Thank
And it's a
you.
labor of love, right? Like you put it together, it's a custom
Love.
bike. I get it. It's a beautiful bike. But so let me ask you this. What did you start on? So 2 years ago, you said you got into mountain
Mm-hmm.
biking, right? And
Yeah.
the progression of this girl, man, this woman, she's amazing. If you guys can check her out on Instagram, I'm going to put all the information on this podcast. She's a sick rider. It shows what it's possible to do when you're passionate about something and you put your all into it. You know, people think, oh, I can't progress that good in a year or two. And I'm like, no, you can. It just takes some
You can.
dedication
Yeah.
and some practice. So
Exactly.
tell me, so in 2020, what did you start off with? What were you riding? Was it a
I
hardtail or a full suspension? Like, how did that come about?
no. I went right into the full suspension.
Real, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you bypassed the rite of passage of
Yeah.
riding a hardtail.
Yeah. No, my boyfriend and I, we were actually researching before COVID hit, because we wanted to get into something different, rather
Mm-hmm.
than going to the parks here in Florida. Yeah, like we were bored of it.
Yeah.
So we needed to exercise, and mountain biking came up. So we started researching, and the first bike that came in the list was a Pivot, and I started researching that bike.
Yeah.
Obviously, I couldn't afford it by that time, so
Yeah.
we went to the local Trek dealer, and
Mm-hmm.
they sold us a Trek Fuel EX bike.
Okay. Okay.
So that's what I started
And how long did it take before you progressed to the Pivot that you have now?
with. Oof, a year.
Was it a while?
A
A
year, I
year?
would
That's
say.
nothing.
A year. I mean, a year and a half if we're counting placing the order.
Fair. Okay. So here's my next question then. Why did you feel the need? Because one of the things I'm trying to be more informative with the podcast with other women is finding out why they chose the bike, why they upgraded. So the Trek Fuel S was the one you're talking about, right? That you started with.
Yes, yes, yes.
And then so why did you then upgrade to the Pivot?
Like I said, I saw the Pivot first, right? And I fell in love with that bike. Their logo, their process, of doing, the carbon and everything, it's outstanding.
Mm-hmm.
The bikes look cool and everything. Back then, when I started, this
Yeah.
this was a major, factor in it. So,
Yeah. I mean, we are in an expensive hobby. Very much an expensive hobby. Okay, so you like the bike, you like the company, you like the look of the bike, and then did you actually get to demo it?
I did actually. Yeah, that's when I
Oh, cool.
fully said to myself, I want this bike, and it was
Okay.
specifically the Switchblade, because I did demo the, what was it? The Mark 5.5, I
Mm-hmm.
think it was. I demoed that one. I demoed the e-bike, which was cool, but it was a little bit too heavy for me.
Yeah.
Um, but when I demoed that Switchblade, I was like, okay, this has literally everything I need. Like, I feel so comfortable. I was even throwing one handers that same day, like the demo day.
Ooh.
Like, woo! Like, it felt like I just connected with that bike, and it wasn't even my size. Like, it was a small, and that one, it's an extra small.
It's an
So,
extra small. Yeah, that was going to be my next
yeah,
question. So
yeah,
when you got to demo it, you got to fully take it out and do like
yeah,
flow, berms, jumps, all that good stuff?
everything,
What? That's
everything.
amazing. Not a lot of people get the
Yeah,
chance to do that.
yeah,
Okay. Well, that makes sense why you pretty much on the day were like, this is my bike, because to you,
yes,
it was your bike.
yes, yes,
So,
yes.
okay, going to sizing then. So you demoed the small, how tall are you, if you don't mind me asking?
5'2".
5'2"? Is that what you said?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That's all right. I'm 5'4". I mean, we're pretty much like,
Oh.
it's all right. So, but like we're saying, bikes are very personal, and I know people that are 5'8", and typically they're supposed to be right. They'll tell you a medium, but they're in a large,
Yeah,
so it's really personal.
yeah,
It's very personal. So,
yeah.
what was the difference between the small and the extra small that you found? Okay, so you demoed the small. What was it about the small that made you then go, no, I need the extra small?
That was actually not my decision.
What?
Yeah, I have a friend. He's a very, very good friend. He's one of my best friends, and he is a very good researcher, and he watches a lot of videos, and he actually gets to spend time with other YouTubers and coaches and people that actually know uh,
Cool.
the reach, the dimensions, you should be on a
Yeah.
bike, so you can actually feel better. So he
Mm-hmm.
explained to me certain things that actually made sense. And he even put me like to do an exercise where you can actually see how the reach works.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
so in that way, we were looking at the extra small because the numbers were correct. And he even said, "Oh, we're gonna put a 32 millimeter stem to make it shorter." And I was like, I was like, "Hope this works because you're gonna pay for my returning whatever waiting because I had to wait so long for that bike."
Yeah, I
So
bet.
when it arrived, I was like, "Huh, okay, okay, I see what you did there." It worked, obviously. I mean, I feel like I'm one with the bike.
Did he fit you? Like when you got the bike, did he or another person properly fit you, adjust like
Yeah, he did.
the brakes
He
and
did.
all of that stuff? Yeah.
He did everything.
And then that felt even better.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So,
And I would
maybe
say, people. I'm sorry. People don't see like the importance of fitting. That's
yes.
something I strongly, strongly recommend. Really, like it
Yes.
will make
100%.
a difference, a complete difference. The way you ride your bike and the way you feel on the bike. So,
Yeah, 100%. I had that about over a month ago. Finally, after almost 2 years on my bike, I
mm,
finally went to my bike shop and I was like having hand pain, my seat's
yes,
uncomfortable, like can
yes,
you guys
yes,
help me? And they did. My bike shop is amazing, and you're right,
yes.
it's the professional fit will change your bike and your confidence really when you're riding
Yeah,
tremendously.
exactly. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Well, that's really awesome. So, you got your Pivot. It's a Pivot Switchblade. Did you make it custom? Did you do or did you buy it like stock, the high end
yes.
stock, or did you customize the
Yeah,
components?
so the one, it was funny because the one that was available at the moment, because I already had to wait 6 months for it.
Mm-hmm.
So if I didn't choose that bill, I was, I had to wait like, I think it was like 3 or 4 more months for it. I was not going to do
Dang.
that. So I said, okay, let me spend a little bit more money. I will get the top,
Top of the
not top, top,
line.
top, but top, one of the top deals.
Yeah.
It had the Kashima and everything. So I'm like, okay, well let's do the damage. So I got that one just because I just needed a bike.
Yeah.
I was desperate.
Yeah.
But
Um
yeah, I did upgrade. I think everything. Yeah, literally everything on the bike.
and so just I want to segue real quick because we are going to do an actual bike check of your bike in a second. But
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, what's challenging about bike wraps? Do you find anything that's challenging? Do you prefer that over car wraps?
Car wraps are easier.
Really? Is it because
Yeah.
the surfaces are bigger, so it's like bigger
Yeah.
to lay it on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, cars do have do present a challenge, but I mean, come on, look at a bike. Like people look at a bike and those complex shapes and
Yeah.
tubes and everything, like to make it look like paint, it's
Yeah.
tough.
And I've seen your work. It is clean. Like you can't even tell. Girl, I tried putting clear coat on the top tube of my bike and it was very challenging to say the least. It's on there. It's
Yeah,
not the prettiest job, but it's on there. So how can people get a hold of you if they want to get their bike wrapped? What's the process you do with that?
It all depends. That's why I do different platforms, including I give out my email. I sometimes I give out my phone number, which is that's a very very rare case.
I get,
But
yes.
but mainly Facebook or Instagram.
Okay. And for those of you listening, I'm going to put all of her information on here too, but I'm just really fascinated in the fact that I feel like you found a niche that I haven't met other people that do what you do. Wrapping mountain bikes, like talk about a
Yeah,
niche.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
amazing. That's actually really really cool.
Yeah.
What's something you don't like about wrapping bikes? Is there something you don't? I mean,
Uh, I don't know. I haven't
you,
found something.
and you prefer to do bike wraps than car wraps, you're saying, right?
Just because I enjoy it more because of the passion I have for mountain biking.
For
But
mountain
I'll
biking,
do both.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll do both. I still do both.
That's pretty cool. What's your goal in terms of the business now with your bike wrapping business? Is it something you want to expand?
Yeah, yeah. I can't tell, much details, but yeah, I've been
Ooh,
looking to expand. Also, I will be moving from Florida, eventually,
oh,
and I will be partnering up with someone else, a friend of mine that
nice.
does the same thing, and
That's pretty cool.
he actually has a background on car wraps as well, and the same thing. It's you can see me, that's him, literally, like the same thing,
Yeah,
the same passion, that's him. So
that's
we are
amazing.
looking to partner up. Yeah, yeah,
That's so cool. And do you mind if I ask if you can say? You said you're moving from Florida.
yeah.
Are you coming to the West Coast? Oh, you
Arkansas.
probably can't say. Oh, dang it.
Yeah.
Oh, the other mountain bike capital of the world.
I mean, it's closer, a little bit, a little
A little bit.
bit.
No, but that's amazing. Arkansas, I need to go to Arkansas. There's so much good riding in
Oh,
Arkansas. Like, I
so good.
can't. You're going to have such a
Yeah.
blast in Arkansas. It's going to be so good.
Yeah.
It's going to be
Yeah.
amazing. Well, let us know. Keep us updated because I want to share all this information with people so they can reach out to you and be able to ask. Another thing actually, I saw you doing a helmet. You wrapped a helmet. Was that today or
Yeah.
yesterday that I saw on your Instagram? I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Um,
So what? So are
yesterday,
you
yeah.
expanding to other things? So not just bikes?
I've done. I. I mean, anything you can give me, like I will try to wrap. So,
Yeah.
but that's not actually the first helmet that I've wrapped. I've had other helmets, full face helmets, road helmets, mountain bike regular hot shell helmet. But yeah, I did wrap it. It's still here with me.
Wow. Look
Um,
at that.
so
How long does something like that take you to do?
this one took me 4 hours.
Wow. Okay. So then a mountain bike size extra small.
Yeah,
How long would something like that take you to do? Full wrap
I think this is
of a mountain
super
bike.
small. Uh, full wrap, it depends on certain factors, like the
Yeah.
model, the vinyl, the coverage also. But a
Mm-hmm.
full wrap, it would be 2 days.
That's
Not
so
stressing.
quick.
Not stressing.
It would take me like a
Stressing would
month.
be a day.
So if you're in a real bind, you could do it in a day, but that depends on very
Yeah,
many variables.
yeah, yeah. I actually went to work with my buddy up in Arkansas, and we did manage to do a full wrap
Yeah.
in a day. In a day, yeah.
I
pretty
mean, that
much
must
in
be
a day.
easier if
'Cause
you have two people, right?
yeah,
Versus one.
definitely, yeah. But if I do it alone, it will be, I mean, pretty much a full day, like 10, 12
Yeah.
hours. Yeah.
That's pretty cool though. That's really cool. And so do you enjoy do you also offer, okay, so this is my next question. I just read the questions I had for you. Do you enjoy doing creative wraps? Do people sometimes just give you the liberty of like, here you go, see what you can come up
Yeah.
with?
Yes. Yes. I've done several of those, and the person is just overwhelmed because I do have a graphic design background, and I have,
Hmm.
I mean, all the programs and everything, and I can design something from scratch. They can just tell me what they want, and I'll just come up with a design. And maybe they could tweak it a little bit, but yeah, I've never had any issues with. Oh my god, they were oh when they see it.
That's so good. That's so
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
I'm so impressed, Maya, honestly, because I was telling Jess the other day we had her on the podcast. I'm not creative with that type of stuff. So I'm always really fascinated at how creative people like you come up with that type of creativity, I guess is the word for it.
Oh,
It's super
oh no, no,
cool.
no. But a lot of that, I would say, it's so much patience. Like
I mean,
you have to have a lot of patience.
you do, right? Because so when I was trying to wrap the top tube of my bike, I didn't know what I was doing. I watched some YouTube video with like I had like my blow dryer and I'm trying to like, do that. But it does take a lot of patience because you have to line it up just
Yeah.
right. You have to make sure there's no
Hmm.
air, no bubble, no dust, no nothing in there.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah.
That's
Imagine
just
that doing the color, trying to
yes.
cover everything on the bike, everything. Yeah,
So you
it's a lot.
cover everything on the frame, minus obviously
Yeah.
like the headset or
Hmm.
the oh my god, I'm blanking out on the name of bike parts. This is so embarrassing right now. Like the pivots. I guess I mean
Oh no, 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 no! I don't do those details. I just do the frame.
the actual
That's
frame.
yeah.
Has anyone asked you to wrap the handlebars?
I have,
Has
yeah,
that
but
come up?
I didn't do it back then. I haven't tried it. I mean, I could, but I don't know.
Because
Maybe I'll
those
do
can
it.
scratch real easy. Like mine
Yeah,
scratch real easy. I think because they're carbon, maybe I mean whatever. It's a bike. It's gonna scratch. It happens. It
yeah,
happens to the best of us.
yeah.
So let's talk about your bike real quick. So you have a Pivot Switchblade. It's beautiful. It's green. I'm going to post some photos for people on this, and then I'm going to do a post and have photos of your bike. So not only is it beautifully green, you did some custom work yourself on that bike, right?
Yeah, yes, I
So
did.
tell us a
Yeah.
little bit about that. Tell us about your bike. Let's do a quick bike
So
check. Maya bike check.
I've never done one of these.
Let's do it. Let's do
um,
it. A Maya bike check.
okay, let's do it. Let's do it. So the frame has custom decals all over. I
Mm-hmm.
designed the whole look of it based on my friend's helmet. If he watches the podcast, he will know that specific thing. Because yeah, he
That's
has like the
awesome.
same things on his helmet. I have it on my bike. But yeah, I designed that in this. Let's see if I have it. It's a copper-ish color to match the
That's
Kashima.
beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gorgeous.
It's
It's
kind of like a
silver.
copper gold type of because I'm looking at your bike
Yeah,
now and it
yeah,
has you have the XO1, no, XX1, sorry, the cassette. Is it gold or is it
yeah.
copper?
So I think, well, it's now faded, but for some reason it's faded. But it used to be copper. So
Okay.
copper chain, XX1, a copper cassette
Yep.
chain to match all the copper look. I have the GX axis. That's a game changer. I'm not going back to regular shifting.
See, I've been wanting to upgrade to a GX AXS derailleur for so long. I
Oh
really
my
want one of those
god,
wireless derailleurs.
it's a game
Is it a game
changer.
changer? How so?
Get it. Oh my god, I've,
Yeah.
I,
I've just bought a new
you
bike
know
frame.
what?
Like,
Make that investment. Or if you have any other friends that have it, try it.
Mm-hmm.
The shifting is so smooth, like
Really?
everything, and you don't have to push so hard in, like you know that you have to just.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not with that, you just click softly, and that's it.
Oh,
Super quicker.
man.
Yeah, you're gonna be spoiled.
Yeah, I've been wanting to get one for a while. The crew over at Worldwide Cyclery had them on sale, and I hit them up and I was like, "Do you guys have it? Can I
Oh,
come pick it up?" They're like, "Well, you can order it." I didn't, but
oh,
maybe now I will.
get it. I've had so many friends switch to that, and they were like, "Oh my god, why didn't I do this
Yeah.
earlier?" Like, yeah.
Watch, I'm gonna call you at the end of the week. I'm gonna text you and be like, "Girl, I got that GX derailleur."
Yes, yes, yes. No, no, really, really, really. You're gonna thank me.
Yeah. Well, I also have the same as you. I've got the gold copper, the copper, not gold, sorry, copper chain and copper
Yeah,
cassette. Looks amazing. Okay.
nice.
So you have Fox float rear shock.
Ready. Yeah, that's the Float X.
So
I
what's the
have
travel on this bike?
that's 170. Oh my god, I forgot. 170.
170 in the front, probably
Yeah,
165 in the
and
back.
142 something that's supposed to act like a 150.
Okay. Okay. So it's like
Oh
an
yeah,
enduro
it's
bike
170.
basically.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, it's 170. I correct me if I'm wrong. Whoever
It's
like
a
just I don't remember. Oh my god, I
it's
feel embarrassed right
beautiful.
now.
No, don't be. It's absolutely a beautiful
Oh,
bike though.
thank you,
I'm going to
thank
put
you.
information on the geometry. The head tube angle looks like it's a 66 and a half. Some people don't really care about this stuff, but other people do. So I'm going to put the
Yes,
information up when I do
yes,
the post
yes.
about this. So what type of trails do you ride normally? What do you do with this bike?
Oh my gosh, I've been trying to do what it's not even supposed to do, if you can say that. Uh, I think the top level of the things that I think the bike has done would be Windrock.
Wood
Um,
rock?
Windrock in Tennessee.
Oh, got it. Yeah.
Windrock bike park. So it's a downhill bike park.
Yep.
I know there's people there riding, like enduro bikes and everything, but it's so tiny, like, and the travel, it's like you say, it's an enduro. Um, and people don't look at it as a downhill bike that's capable of withstanding bigger drops and bigger features. Like, I've tested that bike at that huge drop, the Windrock Red Bull drop.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that drop. That's, I would say,
What?
probably, like, depending where you land, I would say, well, someone is going to correct me, but 28, 30 feet, maybe more, depending where you land. Yeah.
What?
Oh, and the first time I cased it with the nose, and that bike took it. I know. I had to do a massive push up. Like, I was like, thank goodness we did.
That's
But yeah, it took it. Like, that's, like I said, that's the top thing that I'm like, wow, this bike is capable. Like,
So,
for
but I
whatever.
mean, you do have 150 mil sorry, 170 mil in the front. That's a big fork.
Hmm.
I mean, what's the next thing for the, and it's a
Yeah,
Fox 38?
six
It's a
36.
36. You put
Yeah.
170 mil of travel on a 36. That's
Mm-hmm.
crazy, girl.
Yeah.
Good for you. That's amazing. Good for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
And I also see you got some custom decals on that. Did you make those decals?
I did design those. Yes. Yes. I designed those from
And
scratch.
do you have
I
a
love
way to
driving.
print them as well?
I use a local print shop. They're very
Okay.
good friends of mine, so I support, what they do.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. I'm only asking because I might hit you up to do the ones for my bike.
yes,
So,
please.
because the idea that I have is to I'm gonna put everything that's on my current bike, my trail bike, on my enduro bike, and that bike
Okay.
is red. And the bike I have now is orange. So the stickers for the Fox 36 match really well with the orange bike. So I think I'm going to have something red. We could talk offline. We could do
Yep.
something. We could do something for sure. That's so cool.
Yeah.
So what about the cockpit? What do you have up front? You've got, well, we talked about your stem a little bit already. You got a short
Yeah.
stem up there.
Yeah. So it was funny. I was trying to look. Me and my buddy, he was trying to look for a stem 32 millimeter that was good, and there was back then there was nothing available shortish, um, you know. So he did go to ride at Bellingham, and there
Mm-hmm.
was a fanatic bike shop.
Yep.
They
Yep.
had this anvil stem, beautiful color and the right millimeter length.
Yeah.
He bought it and he brought it, and we just yay,
That's
finally.
perfect.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so
So
you liked it. You have no issues with it.
no, I haven't had any issues with it. No,
Okay.
it's sturdy.
Okay.
That's a sturdy thing.
Yeah. I mean, it takes big drops like the ones that you're doing over at that bike park. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah,
Um, what kind of brakes are you running on your bike?
PRP.
Oh, nice. Do you like them?
I love those.
So
Those
they do the
are
job for the downhill.
oh, they do everything. Like when I need them, perfect. It's
Yeah.
it's and you can actually what you call it modulate.
Yeah.
Like they say, oh, you can't modulate TRP brakes because they just brake too hard. No,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
can actually learn to just like go soft on it, and it will do that. And I've done it. Like especially my boyfriend, he says that oh, I'm not gonna go with TRP. I'm like, dude, you just need to learn to just do that softly.
Oh, that's
But they're
awesome.
the best, the best. I've tried cold R's, other type of brakes, and those won my heart, especially with how big it
Yeah.
is.
That's great. I heard someone else talking about that too with the downhill, that the TRPs were the
Hmm.
best. I think it was my
Oh
friend
yeah.
Meg on her Yeti 150. She was doing like some downhill stuff. I don't know. For now, I think I'm going to stick with SRAM, but when I get a
Mhm.
little extra money, maybe I'll upgrade to something like that. We'll
Yeah.
see. We'll see. Um, what else? Oh, so your wheels. What are you running? What tires are you running? They're white.
Those are wheels from the UK. They do have a USA warehouse, but typically they're from over there, so they're very difficult to get a hold because they make a very small batch yearly.
Oh, okay.
And there was a year that I had to put like four bacon strips all around because there was
No.
no tires around. Like it was terrible, and I was not gonna switch to black tires because that's the way the look of the bike is. So,
Yeah, but tan walls would look really cool on them too. It would match the
yeah,
Kashima.
that's what my friend said. I'm not.
That's
I'm
just
not.
me. I mean, it's your bike. I'm not telling.
Yeah.
It's your bike.
No, but it's funny because he said the same thing. Oh, tan walls would look good. I'm like, okay,
Yeah, they would
okay.
look. They would look really cool. But who are we to tell you what to put on your bike?
I don't know. I just the white. I like it because it stands out. It's not
Yeah,
something people have like normally.
yeah, yeah.
So,
And so what about the rims? What kind of rims are you running on there?
the rims are Nobles, Noble
Nice,
47. Yeah, I love those rims. Yeah, they're
nice.
beautiful. They're strong.
No
Never had an
issues
issue,
with
and
casing. No
they're
cracks.
nope. They're no. Their customer service is amazing, and it's lifetime warranty. So
Yeah,
if you crack
yeah.
them, they'll just send you a replacement.
That's super cool. I'm going to switch real quick back to your wraps because I was
Hmm.
looking through your Instagram today and I saw a particular photo that you had of an Ibis bike. And I was
Yeah.
uber impressed by the fact that you had the first photo is of like the logo, right? Of the headset. Sorry, the head tube angle.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
you cut all around that. And you do that customly? Like you just how do you I'm sorry, I'm just like really impressed with how you do all this stuff. You custom make these wraps, right?
Uh, which IVs are we talking about? Because I've done a
There
couple.
is one, I don't know if I can share this. I'm going to try and share my screen real quick. Let's see if this is going to work and you can see what
Okay.
I'm looking at.
Hmm.
Hold on.
Okay.
Let's go to a particular tab here. Oh, here we go. Instagram, share this one. Can you see that?
It's loading. Mm,
Come on,
it's loading.
load faster. What is happening? Technical difficulties, people. Oh, this is a bummer. Let me stop sharing and I'll try it again. We'll see if it's going to work. But
Yeah.
it looks like you've wrapped the bike around the logo and it just looked so cool. There, can you see it now?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so yeah,
See?
that's one of the pre-cut clear film.
Okay.
It
Okay.
already that's one of the companies that I use. I use two, or I make my own kit depending on the situation. Because
Okay.
sometimes they don't carry the kit, the pre-cut kit. So I make it
Ah,
from scratch. I literally make the
wow.
kit from scratch using this paper you see here. It's a transfer paper. I put it
Yeah.
on the bike and I
Mhm.
draw by hand all those little things, the sections that you see on that bike.
Yeah.
I followed that pattern to make my own, basically.
That's amazing.
So I draw it here, then I transfer it to the film, and then I cut on the table, and then I transfer that piece to the bike on the bike.
Are there a lot of bikes that already have the pre-cuts? A lot of bike
There
companies
is,
like
but the
yeah.
newer, there's just two that I use. I don't know others, but Ride Wrap, and the
Yeah,
other
I've
one
heard
is
of Ride Wrap.
Invisiframe, which is UK based.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. I mean, I'm so you I anyway, I think you're amazing. I think you're amazing.
Oh, thank
And I
you.
definitely we need to talk about offline about doing something for my bike.
Of course,
Um
anything.
so what else? What else did we miss on your bike? We talked about the frame, we talked about the wheels, the forks, the shock.
Hmm.
Um what kind of hubs are you running on them?
Industry 9, Kairos.
Nice. Ugh,
Yeah.
I need to get some of
Yeah.
those. I've
That was
heard that they're
something that I
so
said,
good.
oh my gosh, performance wise and the look of it is amazing. Like I said to myself, that's one of the things I need to have in my build. Like
Is the
I can't live
hydras.
without it. Yeah. Yeah.
That's so amazing. So do you think you're ever going to switch to a different bike or are you a pivot person for life?
No, I'm no, I'm flexible.
You're flexible. Have you demoed other bikes? Have you looked at other bikes?
I have, yeah, no, I have ridden other bikes, but right now what I am actually looking to get is either, I mean, not either, I want them both, but right now I need an e-bike
Yes. Yes.
and a downhill bike. Like I really want to experience like a downhill actual like
Like a Santa
beautiful and
Cruz
everything.
V10 200 mil travel bloody
Yes,
like one of those. That's what you want?
yes, yes.
Ah, you're so
Oh my
brave.
gosh. Oh, I wrapped one of those. It's so good looking.
Did
It's
you
it's
really?
a monster. Yes, it's on one of my profiles, but it's a monster in person.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to share the screen again because I have found it. I see it.
You
Hold on.
found
Let's
it.
show the people. Let's show the people this amazing bike. Is this it?
Oh yes, yes,
That's
it's
the
the one that
one.
I wrapped. Oh my gosh, yes, yeah, I love that
Look
bike.
at that fork. Look at the stanchions on that. Oh, it is a
Yeah,
Santa Cruz
yeah,
V10.
yeah,
Look at that.
yeah. It's
Wow,
so
that's a
good. I
beautiful
wrapped
bike.
it.
Is that a mullet? It looks like a mullet too.
It looks like
Or
it.
is
I
it
think
just
it is.
me?
I think it is. I haven't really researched like all those specs, but yeah.
Well, when you
And the
get on one
carbon,
of these,
the carbon is
sorry.
so sweet. Like the red carbon that it has, it's you
Yeah.
can't see it. The photos don't do it justice. The carbon is so well made. Like yeah,
Yeah.
that's one of the bikes. Also the transition, but I don't know. I'd rather get an e-bike first.
Yeah, I was tossing between that too. Someone was telling me about trying out an e-bike, and I actually sat on an e-bike for
Yeah.
the first time a couple months ago. It was a Pivot.
Oh.
My bike shop, I love my bike shop. The guys over here at Newbury Park Bikes, they were like, just try it. Just take it around the parking lot. Just, I just around the parking lot, I was like, this thing is fun. It's heavy. Yeah, but it's fun. Everyone was telling me, like, oh, I dare you not to have a good time on an e bike. And just, I didn't realize how powerful it was. And the power wasn't
Yeah.
even all the way up. I just did like a quick pedal and the bike just took off. And I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I gotta,
Yeah.
I have to really watch what I'm doing here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's
going to
so
be great.
powerful.
So,
Hmm.
what e bike would you get and why?
Uh, well, so far, obviously, I need to consider all the specs. What works for me, the weight, the reach, the size. Oh my God, it's so
Yeah,
many
yeah.
details. But so far, I've been testing riding. My friend's my friend's wife's e-bike.
Nice.
Every time I go to Arkansas, it's been like 5 times, 5 times, 4 times. 4 times. Let's
Yeah,
say that 4 times.
yeah.
So every time I get to send everything on it, and it's a 140 fork.
Nice.
Like literally drop. That I don't know if you know about it. The drop the hammer drop
Mm-hmm.
in Kohler, Bentonville.
No, I don't. You're gonna have to send me footage of that so we can put it up with
Yeah,
this.
I think it's somewhere on my Instagram. But
I'll share it.
it's a road gap. So it's a road gap. It's
Damn.
it's it's big. So I do that with that bike. I do 30-foot jumps with that bike. I've I've done drops, flow, you name it. So I'm used to that bike. It's the Orbea Rice,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
so it's so light. Like I can pick it up. I can ride it if the power goes off. Like I just it's I think it's like 38 pounds
That's actually
and
really
or
light for an
40,
e-bike.
38, 40. Yeah, it's very light. You can pedal it without assistance.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I'm
All
looking
right.
at that one because I'm used to it. I'm already in tune with that bike. But
Yeah.
my friend wants me to try the new transition relay. It's not
Ooh.
out there yet. It's supposed to arrive 2023, but
Okay.
we'll see. So that one it's mullet, and you can actually remove the battery and use it as an enduro bike.
Oh,
So it has
nice.
two. Yep. So I'm really excited about that one. I'll try
Yeah. Well, let us know which one you get. We'll do another bike check on which one you're gonna end up getting and why.
it. Yeah.
Have you been to any of the festivals, the women's festivals? Because they also do demos there too.
I have been several festivals. I haven't been able to go to a full women festival. I haven't had the opportunity to do so. I will obviously in the
Yeah.
future, but I've been at the Bentonville Bike Fest twice.
Yep.
The Otter Bike, which is in the same place, it happens once a year as well, and also the Ocala Mountain Bike Fest, which is
Nice.
here in Florida. Yeah.
That's awesome. Definitely try Rome if you can next year. I think they're coming around. Oh God, I'm gonna misspeak. Are they going to be? I think they're in
What's it
Knoxville.
called?
They're not in Arkansas.
Oh, I can travel. I don't
Rome
mind. Rome, like homing.
Bike Fest. Yeah, like
Okay. Okay.
ROAM.
Yeah. Okay.
And I went to the Sedona one this year for the first time. I went to like
Ooh.
my first festival. And it was absolutely
Oh my gosh.
amazing.
Yeah.
It's so
That I
cool.
need to go to that one. Yes.
definitely go to Sedona next year if you can. I'm going to be there. Becca, who's also helping us with the channel, she's part of the family now. She's going to be there. She was going to make it to the podcast tonight, but she couldn't make it. She had physical therapy on her knee.
Oh.
She just tore her meniscus and I think ACL, meniscus. Sorry, Becca, I'm doing you disjustice. Anyway, she had a really
Oh my
gnarly surgery
gosh.
on her knee, and she needed to have PT tonight, but she really wanted to be a part of it. So we're going to be at
Oh.
Rome, so you should come. But the one thing with Rome in Sedona is that they don't allow, not Rome doesn't, Sedona doesn't allow e-bikes.
Okay.
It's
Gotcha.
like a forest
Yeah. Yeah.
land rule.
Okay.
So if you
Okay.
come, bring your other bike.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But
No, for sure. For sure. Yeah. Yeah.
bring
Yeah.
your
That's not a
amazing
problem.
pivot. That bike would feel really at home in Sedona.
Yes. Yes. For sure.
Maya, I don't want to keep you too long. I know it's getting late over there in the East Coast, but thank you so much for being on right now.
Thank
I
you.
loved
Thank
having
you.
you on. I'm going to put all your information here so people can reach out to you. Reach out to Maya to get your bikes wrapped, your helmets wrapped, get creative stuff done. She's going to do some stickers for me. I've already determined you're just going to do it for me. That's going to be amazing. And
Yay.
if you have any questions for her, I'm going to leave all the information. Email her, text her, not text, I mean DM, Instagram, all that good stuff. And yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one. So have a great night, Maya.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's really an honor to be with you here. Really.
100%. Yeah, we need to support women-owned businesses, and I think what you're doing is absolutely fantastic. So
Thank you.
good. And I can't wait to
Thank
see you
you.
grow within the next year. Like, I think moving to Arkansas is going to be amazing for you too. But all the mountain bikers are, that's going to be so good.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope I can meet Jess in person
Yes, we
because
need
I
to connect you with
always
Jess.
see her. Like, yeah, yeah, that would be cool. And see you, of course. I really hope like we get together at some point in college. That would
We
be
need to
amazing.
do something. We need to all meet in Arkansas, maybe early summer, late fall, or something like that next
Ah,
year. We
yes,
should plan something. That'd
yes,
be amazing.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I'm
maybe a
down for
women's
that.
MTV retreat or like a
Ooh,
women's MTV podcast. I don't know. We'll figure something out.
let's do it. I'm down. And
Have a
any
great
help you
night.
need, I'm here.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. We're going to talk after this. I'm going to stop recording and you and I are going to keep talking.
Okay. Well, thank
I'll
you.
talk to you soon. Have a great night,
Yeah.
Maya. Bye.
Bye.